All right, right there at 7 o'clock, we're here. Now, I don't expect a huge turnout for my first stream. So those of you who came a little early, kudos to you. We're not going to do too much waiting. I'm just going to go ahead. I already got a box to go. I just figured we'd get right to it. I'm going to have the chat opened up here. Bear with me one moment here. If you guys got any questions, or maybe you just have no idea what this is, but I know you might have seen my picture of my Great Wall of Gaming. By the way, I'm fighting a cough, bad timing, but so I got a cough drop in my mouth. I'm just trying to be discreet about it as I can. But yeah, we're gonna just start digging into all this. Probably, yeah, for 2 or 3 hours, I'd say. I don't know how much I'll get done with it because I'm gonna do a lot of talking, reminiscing about some of the stuff that made it worth hanging on to. If you know, right? So anyway, yeah. I know I'm not going to have that many viewers in the very beginning. People are probably going to get on, start jumping on a little later, stuff like that. And Sunday's not a great time, but this is the only time that I can really do this. So let's just go into this. Now, I already took a box down. Now, what this box is, I already know. It's going to be, as you can see, I have a bunch of collector's editions of everything. I have smaller collector's editions that I put all in one box. And the very first box I got was this one. I don't know if you're big on collector's editions or not. Yeah, I only got one camera. I'm not going to do these multi-camera angles. Nothing fancy on this stream, guys. I'm just going to go and start digging some stuff out. I loved all this stuff, man. I used to have it all displayed, but then I had to put it back up, display it, put it back up. But yeah, this is my Aliens collector's edition. Man, that glare is terrible, isn't it? Man, I really wish you can really see that. I remember I had that one out. The Aliens, that was just an awesome. Wasn't huge on the game itself. I like the collector's edition more than I did the actual game. This is my, you guys might recognize that, my Gears of War collector's edition. Now this was kind of cool. Has a little magnetic drop onto it. But I like this. This was actually pretty neat. I didn't even really ape it. I don't really mess too much. I like to keep it how it is. But one thing I really liked about this one was this right there, that cog. Gears of War, man. That was a great series. Still is. Love it. Oh, the Skyrim, the book. Yeah. I got the, this came with the actual, I bought it off somebody. The collector's edition of Skyrim, that's going to be way back down there. But that big dragon, Stu gave me his, the book with it and everything. It's a pretty sweet deal. Got it for $70, which is if you ever bought that before. Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3. Now, I'm one of the few people, don't judge me, but I'm one of the few people, let's see if I can pull this out while sitting down, that like Call of Duty for the campaign, not the multiplayer. I know. I'm old school, man. I just like the campaigns. I love story mode. Big RPG guy. I mean, I can't remember what is even in this. Probably some kind of all that the tin cannon stuff. Yeah, that ain't too bad. I'm not gonna pull that out. I'm not gonna mess with that. I don't think there's anything else in there, but that was pretty cool. Yeah, I was hoping to pull out some games, my very first box, but I already got it down, so it is what it is, guys. Yeah, Street. Man, I used to love, well, I still do, but Street Fighter 2, man, when that Street Fighter 2 came out, Super Nintendo, oh, man, I loved it. I absolutely, I'll pull that game out eventually, but this one was pretty cool. Just because, you know, Ryu, that's everyone's favorite, but also my favorite. Oh, yeah, that's right. It came with the movie. The movie. I remember that now. I forgot all about that. I definitely didn't forget this. Now look, came with the game and a little little Ryu figure. Whole reason of buying that. Whole reason of buying that right there. Anyway, let's put this back. And yeah, as you can see, I'm not a sealed collector. I mean, if you are, hey, that's your preference. Cool. You like to have it. You know, get that mint graded stuff. I like to pull everything out, put it on display, almost like it's art to me. So I want to display it the best I can. I'll just pull everything out. What is this? Oh yeah, my Xenoblades. I remember this one. Yeah, this actually came with a really cool. Let me break this out here. Yeah, I open it up. I don't remember. Did it have like an Xenoblade USB? Yeah, there it is. There it is. Yeah. Hey, where's my game? Probably just playing it. I'll find it. I'll find it. This is the USB portion. I thought that was so cool. Look, I know. I'm gonna do it again. I'm such a geek. Stuff like that is pretty cool. Yeah, you got the. But that was the main reason I got it. It has a really cool art book. But the USB is what really sold me that Xenoblade Chronicles. And yeah, Wii U, man. I even had the Virtual Boy somewhere in there. Trust me, it's a system. I bought it. I played it. I can't even get this back in there. Can't even get it back in here. All right, here we go. Here we go. Now, don't worry. This stuff's all going to be recorded. So if you're coming in late, I'm going to definitely be still go ahead and you can watch it back. Why is this in here? It's a sealed copy, Splinter Cell Blacklit. I already got that game. I mean, no, that doesn't ring a bell. Ah, the Resident Evil, the collector's edition. I need to get these boxes in better condition. I know they're left them in crappy positions. Yeah, little Chris Redfield. Now, what I liked about this, not so much this stuff, steel cases. I'm always a sucker for them, man. Those are great. This was one of I loved Resident Evil 5. I mean, don't get me wrong, 4 was probably the best in my opinion, but Resident Evil 5, it was so cheesy when you beat that last guy. Remember fighting that last guy? Me and my brother-in-law at the time, Derek, we were playing it. We could not figure out, and we just took a knife, the very beginning of the knife, and that's how you kill that boss, man, with the knife. I couldn't believe it. But now this is what I really liked about right here. This cool bag, man. I love it. I probably need to actually use that, man, just to see if anyone would recognize it. Get it all straightened out, cleaned up. Oh my goodness. Now this is like my first time streaming. Like, I'm not one of these professional streamers, guys. I'm just a guy who loves games, who loves collecting them, and just wanting to share it with you. We're going to be a small community. I just figured while I'm getting this stuff out, maybe there's other people like me. I love seeing other people's collections. Let's see. Do you have a lot of PS1? Oh, you know, I did. So, and I still do. I got some decent ones, you know, but sometimes when you're moving around, you know, I had a good chunk of my PS1 games. I used to live in not a great neighborhood. Someone broke into it and stole out of my PS. At the time, I had PS1 games. Someone wiped out my entire library. I had to rebuild it. sucked because I had a big RPG fan, you know. Parasite's Eve. Yeah, I can't even think of them all. Another Call of Duty Black Ops. Again, all about the campaign, man. I don't do multiplayer. I don't even do the zombie mode. I know that's nuts. Don't turn this off or anything. We all got our own preferences, right? Yeah. Call of Duty Black Ops 2. These are great campaigns, though. I enjoy the campaigns. All right, what? Oh man, I love this one. Okay, this actually has a lockbox in it. How will you organize your game room? Oh man, I'll tell you what. It was one of my favorite movies where I got the inspiration for my name. Oh, I need to pay attention to the chat, right? It's not all about me; it's about us. So, I want to share this with gamers, but I want you to share me your things too. Yeah, organize my room, man. I don't know. Be honest with you, I'm starting to think I might need 2 rooms. You know, I still got one child left, and I'm just gonna have to get an air bed and let her know that she's just gonna have to sleep on the couch. No, I'm playing. She's 9 years old. She would love it though if I can get some of the stuff hooked up in her room. But no, this is Grand Theft Auto 4. They put a lockbox in this. Absolutely loved it. Check out the keys, man. Even the little touch of the Rockstar, you know. I thought that was a nice touch on this, man. Yeah, and I can't remember. Am I gonna unlock this thing? Yes, I have. Apparently, I locked it. Easel. Yeah, I didn't lock my PS1 games up. All right, here we go. What is it? I kind of forget this stuff, guys. It's been a while. Oh my god. Now, of course, it's still sealed. Yeah, it's a sealed copy. Does that mean I never played Grand? No, everyone's played Grand Theft Auto 4 on I don't know how many systems. Jeez. It's just always playing. Yeah, I got Grand Theft Auto 4, multiple formats. It's a really good game. I just love the characters in it on that one. I actually enjoyed 4 better than 5. 5 was fun. Don't get me wrong. I liked it. I don't know, just something about 4 I really enjoyed. All right, let's put this back in here. Yeah, how am I going to organize it though? I don't know. It's going to be a little. I guess chaotic. Oh, let's put that in there too. Oh, yeah, let me get this one. Oh, I forgot all of that. Man, I forget about all this stuff. Crazy. Come on. This was a fun one to get. The Fallout Pip-Boy. Yeah. Man, yeah, I definitely took this out and wore it. Big Fallout 4 fan, man. I loved it. Love Fallout 4. I can't even. I'm going to take this out. I don't know what kind of pace you guys are looking for, but me, I'm just going to take stuff out and just look at them, man. I love it. I love doing stuff like this. Let's see. How can I? Oh my gosh, come on. There we go. There it is. Now, it's actually a little dusty. There's a case in there that actually sits on though. A little dusty because I did have it out and about for a while. But yeah, man, Fallout 4. That was. I know a lot of people love the New Vegas. Fallout 3. I get it, but I absolutely loved Fallout 4. There were so many instances that when you're playing it, you just see a character and you would just start walking by. Next thing you know, you'd be like 3 hours away from your mission that you was on another side story. That's how a lot of games are, but that one was really cool. The kid in the fridge from the bounty hunter who wanted him. It's pretty cool. I'm running out of room for this stuff already, guys. It's all right. I'll put everything back in the box later. What we got? Man, remember when GameStop used to give really cool stuff away with their pre-orders? They don't really do that much, man. You know, like T-shirts and candy and board games and toys. It used to be really cool. Oh, this is another good one. Man, I'm forgetting about all this stuff. Look. This is the Dead Island Riptide. Oh, man, look at this. Look at this. This was so cool when this came out. I loved it. I keep saying I love everything, don't I? Yeah, check this out. It's an actual little suitcase. That's the cool thing about I like when people get creative with their collector's editions. You know, when they get creative, it just makes it really stand out more. Well, in a fun way. Like I don't need some expensive. Let's do this. Yeah, of course you got the case, and then that's a little one of those hula girls. Now this is actually it's a bottle opener. Yeah, it actually opens up bottles. The key, I don't know. Oh, that's right for the yeah, it was tied into the game. But yeah, this is actual. You can put that on your car, and it's one of those little bobblehead things. I forget what they're called. Let's do this. All right. And I did have to. I had this. It was a 20 square shelving unit, and like 1 foot by 1 foot. So I was able to put a lot of these, 20 of them, on display, which was pretty neat. Pretty neat. Let's just take this guy out. See, you guys remember my poor boxing skills, I know. Yeah. So this one kind of sucks, but it got a little, definitely got a little crushed there, man. That's. Oh well, but this is the Fallout bomb. I'll still display it. You know, it is what it is. I'm gonna go ahead and look. This thing was so cool, though. It was pretty cool. Oh yeah, I do got. There's a Star Wars Special Edition right here, bro. Oh, other than the one behind you. Let me finish reading right before I respond. Let's see. I don't think I do actually. I don't think I got any more other than that one. But this actually, when you took this off, it has all the Fallouts in this nuke. So that was again creative, pretty cool, man. Pretty cool. Definitely have that on display. All right, let's do this. No, I'm not in like a hurry, guys. You know, this is I'm just a typical dad, you know, family man. I got my job. So again, I'm not a professional streamer or whatever these guys do. Just as a Halo Wars. This game was actually pretty fun. Halo Wars, you know, it was a cheap collector edition I could have got pretty quick. I think I got it for like $20 off somebody. Let's see. Oh, that Gears of War, yeah, that goes with the. Sometimes when you buy collector's editions, they don't all go together like in a set. They're just loose. So this actually goes to that Gears of War that I bought, but there was nowhere to put it. So this must have fell down in the cracks here. Only got about 3 left. It's another Call of Duty. They make a lot of these special editions. No Battlefront. I don't think I do. I don't think I have any special edition Battlefronts. I mean, I got Battlefront games, but no Battlefront special editions. Let's see. Now, when you have a collector's edition in storage for quite some time, and you get the hot, the cold, the hot and cold, here's what's going to happen, guys. You know, look at that. It's just warped. It's not crushed. It's just warped. You know, that sucks. But I'm sure there's going to be some fixes I can do, make it look a little bit more interesting. I'm just trying to figure out how to open this thing. Jeez, well, here it is. Maybe. I see it. Oh my gosh. I'm going to end up. I really don't even know what's in this. I can't even remember. Oh, yeah, that's right. It had the tactical camera. That's right. It comes in a little case, little tactical camera. I remember now. But man, I really cannot open this up, man. And I don't want to do it the wrong way and look like a fool. Make it even worse. Jeez, I can't even open up my own stuff. I know it's right here, but it's a magnet. It's one of those magnetic ones, but it's really stuck on there. Like not like it's yeah. Yeah, it was just really stuck. Here it is. There we go. There we go. I got it now, guys. Yeah, it's just again came with some additional stuff, but mainly the cool thing about this was the camera. I love displaying this stuff, guys. I don't know how many collector's editions I have, but I got quite a few. But yeah, that's it. That's why I bought it. That was the big reason right there. Only takes one cool thing. They put all these little things in there, and then there's just one in there that kind of stands out that I really do like. All right, let's do this. Put this in there. All right, let's do this one. I'm a big 80s movie guy, so I just had to have this regardless of the game. Dude, come on, Tron. Oh man, I saw that bike. Again, I don't buy a lot of these as soon as they come out. You know, I don't spend that because I know when I see some collector's editions, I know they're not going to get sold out. You know, and then I'm just going to scoop up when they go on clearance or they drop in price. Sometimes I lose though. Sometimes I lose. Sometimes they don't drop in price, and I miss out on it. And I do not pay more than what they came out with. Okay, I missed it. I missed it. I'll wait. Well, let's just open this up. Jeez. Why wasn't this opened up? Now I'm having trouble opening up everything. Yeah, so it's because it sat in storage for so long, guys. It sat in storage. Oh my gosh. I'm on my first box. Still messing with this stuff. Oh well, hey, it's my stream. Anyway. There we go. I want to see it. I want you guys to see it. Why I bought it. Ta-da. See, wasn't that worth the wait? No, wasn't? All right. Anyway. That's pretty cool. Oh yeah, that's right. Look how they stored the game in the case. Dude, that was so cool. That was so cool. Tron Evolution. Awesome. I love that movie, man. Most people did. Well, back in that time. I'm pushing 50, guys, so I got a lot of movies and games under my belt. Now this one, this is pretty cool. This is the last one in here, guys. Oh man, this is my huge Far Cry 4. Come on. You can open it. There we go. Check out, remember? Oh, I love Far Cry 4. Far Cry 4, a big elephant statue, man. What a great game. What a great game. You know, what's interesting is if you guys play this, when you beat the game, it plays that, will I stay or will I go now? You know, or should I stay? Should I stay or should I go? And it's funny. It was like an Easter egg for everybody, right? Like, should I stay or should I go? Because you can actually beat that game in 20 minutes. And when you first start out, you're taken in the mansion by the father. If you guys remember that. And he says, wait right here. We'll do the ashes with the we'll bury your mom's ashes together. And so you, of course, as soon as he walks away, you exit out of the back, hop out of the window, escape fire, and then you're on your own, and now you're playing the game. But if you actually just stand there and do nothing, he actually comes back, apologizes for being late, and you go out and you bury the ashes, and you beat the game. It's over. It's I love that. I love how they put that song in there to kind of give you a hint. Should I stay or should I go? And of course, everybody goes. But anyway, yeah, you can look it up. Watch other people do it. It's pretty funny. I never done it. I mean, I've seen it done, but I didn't go back and do it. I just thought that was a pretty cool Easter egg. I do got to get all this stuff organized a little better. All right, let's see if we can get an actual gaming box, right? Let's see. I'll show you a quick one real quick here, guys. I actually just got this a few months ago. Yeah, old, dusty. Yeah, I know. Terrible, isn't it? I got the one. Let's see. Yeah, no doubt. Huge poster in the Epic and the guide Epic. I do need. Anyway, I saw this. I was at took the family up to Mammoth Cave for a little bit. Stayed the weekend, and there was a guy having a yard sale, and I just stopped off, and I saw the Atari. I was like, hey, how much you want for that? I mainly wanted it for the actual the Atari case itself, that wood grain. I think that's pretty cool. and said he wanted $10, so that's what I gave him. $10. I got all these games. I mainly got the case. It was worth it to me anyway. And that's how a lot of games I get. So when I get something like that, I usually just put it away. Oh, let's get this out. Yeah, I got the VR. Um, a lot of people like that game. I'm just not, again, online. I'm not a big online guy, guys, to playing with other people. All right. I'm not going to do the, let's see. Oh, here's something called video games. So maybe it's actual video games here. Oh, let's see. Oh, my goodness. Oh, guys. It's my 3DO box. It's my 3DO box. That's right. Oh my goodness. Look at these long boxes. Oh, it's nothing but 3DO games. Oh, you know what? Look at that. The Horde. Yeah, that has Kirk Cameron in it, man. I love this game. Man, I played the dog out of 3DO, man. Yeah, that. It's like a little strategy game. Number 4, I am here. All right, we got a. I got that reference. Got a My Hero Academia. Yeah. I am here. I'm actually in the middle of watching season 8 right now. I forgot it all picked up, and I'm like, oh, it started back off. Anyway, it's just someone chatting in there. What else we got here? Off-world Intercept. Man, when the 3DO came out, I don't know if you guys, I don't know how young, old you guys are, but when the 3DO came out, it came out after the Super Nintendo, but before, the PlayStation and 64 time frame. But it came out for $700. Here I am, a teenager. I know that there's no way that I can. I love these golf games, man. It looks so realistic at the time. Anytime you played these, it was so realistic back in the day. Anyway, I staged some of these. Anyway, I knew there's no way that I was going to be able to get one of these unless I got off my butt and got a job, and that's exactly what I did. Oh, Way of the Warrior. Man, this has White Zombie music in the background the whole time. White Zombie. And I love playing. There's so many fatalities. The characters were huge, man. Huge characters. So many fatalities, too, in this game. It was great. But EGM, I love EGM Magazine. But, man, they totally review bombed that thing. They're just like, no. Like a 2 out of 10. It was just terrible. Mm-hmm. Let's see. Yeah, it's the Panasonic 3DO. It's weird because when they got this system, they actually had 3 different companies that got it. I think Gold Star, Sonya, and Panasonic. And Panasonic ended up being like the big one, right? Like everyone bought the Panasonic version. But it was a lot like Sega CD, but with better graphics, pretty much. Because they had these, remember the Mad Dog McCree collection there? Remember these? They're like full motion videos. That was the biggest thing. And you had a certain time. You had to shoot, dodge, push something in there to keep the movie going in the correct way. FMVs, man, they were huge in there. But anyway, yeah, I remember I got a job at KFC. It was my very first job. I was 16 years old. And they hired me at $4.15 an hour. It's like minimum wage back when I was working. And I saved for $700. $4.15 deep frying chicken. And I finally got my 3DO. And at the time I bought it, right when I saved up enough money, they actually dropped the price to around $500. And there was this place called B&E, I think. I can't remember, but they did online. They're kind of like Babbage's maybe, but they were online, and they had a deal where if you bought a 3DO, man, Slayer, that was a good one too. Dungeons and Dragons. You also got 3 games with it, and I didn't know about that, so I just bought the 3DO, and then I ended up getting Jurassic Park, some putt-putt game on putt-putt, and what was the other one? I can't remember the third one, but I was like, man, I could have picked out any games I want. This was actually pretty, man, Total Eclipse. Man, this is a great game. Yeah, I know now the 3DO. I guess like maybe it's bad timing because a lot of people don't know about this. Dude, this is where it all started, man. Need for Speed on the 3DO. I'm telling you. But the interesting about this Need for Speed, it was just point A to point B. You never did laps. You always had to go point A to point B. And they actually configured the cars so when you start the game, everyone's going to be where they're supposed to be at that time. So you can actually wait 10 seconds. Like if you says go, you can wait 10 seconds. You're going to have a 10-second now different map of all the cars and where they're supposed to be. And that's how I would make really good records. I could see a car. They would put a car around a turn where you have to slam on your brakes or you'd wreck. And then I would ended up if I was like, well, if I wait 10 seconds, it should be around the corner. So I would. I'd wait through the lap. Then I'd start blazing through it. And then sure enough, I take that turn, but the car already passed me. It would just help out my time. PGA. Yeah, I got a few of these guys. PGA, Psychic Detective. If you guys see any of these games that you could open up a museum. Let's do this. Draxons. If you guys see a game that you like, I'm gonna try to pay attention to the chat, guys. So I'm just getting a little excited opening up my own games and seeing all this. Yeah. Oh, I want to show you something real quick. It was on that off-world, and yeah. Here it is. So you can find a lot of these. Look at this. I got this at GameSwap. I don't know if you can see that. Oh, you can't, can you? Well, you need really good lighting, but anyway, it says $2.99. $2.99. I bought that at GameSwap. $2.99. What a great deal. Don't know how much it's gonna fetch nowadays, but Syndicate, man, that was such a good game, guys. Syndicate. Let's see, what am I live on? I have got Twitch and YouTubers. I'm on Kick, but I just opened that up yesterday, and so I couldn't even promote myself on that thing, man. I couldn't even upload a picture of the wall or nothing. So if anyone on there, if they're in there, cannon fodder. If they're in there, they're not going to see me. But if you guys prefer Twitch or if you guys prefer YouTube or Kick, whichever one, feel free to hop on there instead. I don't know what the viewing difference is going to be for you. But Cannon Fodder, I love this game. It's like a real-time strategy with comedy, man. Dude, you can just tell it. That's a funny picture of like Lemmings, but with a military vibe. Oh, man. I thought this was one of the most realistic games that I ever played. At the time, man, look, I can't even begin. Remember, this is the Super Nintendo era, right? Look at these graphics. They were pretty good. I mean, look, this game, I wish I can remember the time frame on here. Yeah, 1995, man. 1995, 30 years ago, popping this game with graphics like this, bro. It looks like a PS2 of Skyrim or something, doesn't it? Anyway, oh, my favorite. Oh my gosh. Return Fire. Oh my gosh, guys. If you don't know anything about this, I'm telling you, this is where I did play multiplayer. Couch multiplayer, but me, Ryan, and Josh, man, all three of us, we would play that so much, man. It was great. And Jurassic Park, that was pretty fun. I like the Jurassic Park. Batman special editions, no Batman special edition. I remember seeing a cool Batarang one that I wanted. It was a Batarang, yeah, I think it was. It was a Batarang of a thing. I never did get it though. Never did get that one. Let's see. Jurassic Park was fun. I remember when EGM reviewed this, they were bragging about. I don't know if you can see this. You see that T-Rex right here? Okay, well that's when you're driving away from the TX, you gotta watch out for stuff. But he's constantly running behind you, and you can't really see it on here. It's not too good, but it says. I'll read it real quick. In object and mirror are not as far as it seems. Whatever that warning label that everyone has on their mirrors. And EGM brought that up. They were like, it even has the objects and mirror. That was pretty cool. Man, this was a great story mode shooter right here. You're flying a plane, shockwave. Man, if y'all don't know 3DO, you have no idea what I'm talking about then. Let's see, Crash and Burn. Oh, that was a fun. Crystal Dynamics, man. $4.99 at GameSwap. Yeah, try buying it for that now. Crash and Burn was great. I love Crash and Burn. Oh, this is probably one of my top 3DO games. And dude, Road Rash. This was the Road Rash that really that sound. Oh my god, yeah, it had Soundgarden throughout the entire track. Remember that Way of the Warrior had White Zombie? Well, this had Soundgarden in it, and this was great. I loved this game. You get, remember the rat bikes that you would get. If you guys know Road Rash, I'm sure you do. If you're old school, you know some Road Rash. But if you missed out on the 3DO version at that time, it was a wonderful game. John Madden. Now listen, this wasn't a full 3D game. All right, so check it out. It looks like 3D, right? But so what 3DO did was they had 3D environments, but with 2D sprites. So it was like a 2.5, an introduction. So a lot of people went from Super Nintendo or Genesis to 64 and PlayStation. So it was a big jump for them. But if you got that 3DO, you were right in that. You were kind of used to that 3DO. And the cool thing about John Madden, let me see if they got a picture of it. Oh, they don't, man. One of the cool things is if you ever caught the ball and you're a receiver, you had first person mode and you had the helmet in front of you. Bro, they need to bring that back. That was pretty cool. Some more in my John Madden. Yeah, if it came with manuals and stuff, I kept them. This was pretty fun. This is actually a light gun. It's a shooter, right? But when you get to the end of the game, it turns into a look. They're showing the final level right there, but right there, you're actually fighting Wesley Snipes. Like it turned into a side-scrolling boxing game, pretty much. Like it was weird how it did that. Here you are, just shooting. FIFA Soccer, when that came out, yeah, the graphics for this, they looked insane. Theme Park, that was a fun one. I prefer that on PC though. Roller Coaster Tycoon, that was just always going to be my favorite. Check this out. Now I played this game plenty of times, but I happened to got a sealed copy of Wicked. I got the smaller case. My smaller case is in there. I got other smaller case games, but Wicked 18, man, look at that. Sealed, $7.99 at GameSpot. Wicked 18 was like a golf. That's all it is, golf. But you're shooting over like lava on concrete pits. Dude, the game was amazing. And check this out. Another one, sealed, burning. Now, I know I say I don't collect sealed ones, but I do have the original, the smaller ones that I played. Burning Soldier was great. It's another FMV type shooter. So you'll be playing, and then you'll see a lot of FMV action going on, but then they put the sprites in there that you got to destroy. It's just a really good, fun game to play. Everyone, yeah, Gex. Now, you may have not have played that on the 3DO, but you probably played it on PlayStation. I know some people can do that. I want that Arkham Special Edition. Super dope. Yeah, I'm going to have to look that one up, that Arkham Special Edition you're talking about. Yeah, Gex was fun, guys. I really enjoyed Gex. It was more like you would just stand there, not do nothing in the game, and he would just all of a sudden start doing a Forrest Gump impersonation. They really designed that for like a comical side. And I don't even remember having this one sealed. Jeez, phone debit card inside. That's what the phone debit card inside. What kind of special collector's edition phone debit card inside? Good for 5 free minutes. Man, ain't that telling my age? 5 free minutes. Yeah, back in the day, man, you had to pay for your minutes. Yeah. Except after 5. Remember that. Yeah. I'm like, don't you call me till after 5 o'clock. I ain't paying for that. Ghost Manor. Bro, Ghost Manor. This was such a good game. It was like kind of like a Ghostbusters style game. You got these ghosts that you're chasing around. Like Doom meets Ghostbusters. That's exactly how I would call it. All you're doing is just fighting ghosts with this ghost gun. It's kind of fun. Do I have 2 Demolition Mans? I sure do. I don't even remember. Look at the condition. Like they always put that little sleeve in there. Oh, I love these games. Well, I got 2 of these. But I'm gonna be selling making a little money, I guess. But I'm not keeping duplicates. The whole point of this is I don't need those sealed ones. I'm just gonna be putting those back on the internet. Maybe I can make an eBay account called 50 Years of Gaming, and that way you all can see whatever I plan on selling. If anything Underrated. Oh, underrated platformer. What were you talking about? We're talking about Gex. I missed it. I missed it. I need to pay attention to the chat, man. You said an underrated. Let's see. Paul's Benedict. All right. Underrated platform. Were you talking about Gex on that one? I think he was probably. It is a good one. It is a good one. Mad Dog McCree again. That's that little trilogy I got. You know, look again. FMV, full motion video, top of the line acting. I mean, look at that guy. I mean, he gets an Oscar. Yeah, right. And another John Madden football. This is the only John Madden football game I really. But I try to get the other ones because I'm a big football person. The fact that I didn't even think about making this stream at 7 o'clock, right in the middle of some games, man. Can you believe? I don't know if you all watch football. Some gamers, and I know gamers and football don't go hand in hand for some people, but Phillip Rivers throwing a touchdown this Sunday. I mean, what is happening? Chargers eliminated the Chiefs from the playoffs. What is happening, guys? Anyway, that's a different stream, I guess, right? I'm here for games, not football. I get it. Yes, Gex. I knew it. It is. You're right. It's a very underrated platform. It's very fun, very well thought. Definitely advise you guys getting that, checking it out. All right. Good thing about getting all these duplicates out is I can use that to help go toward my my room. Man, I am. What time is it? How long have I been doing this? About 45. Only 2 boxes. I need to pick up the pace, huh, guys? All right. Let's go. Let's do. Well, there's some of these that just aren't really going to be, like 1 box. Here we go. Days Gone. This was a pretty cool one. Another collector's edition. What I liked about this is the motorcycle in this. Let's see if I can pull this out. See if I can pull it out, guys. Oh. And I've already had some people say, "Hey, I'm just gonna wait for the highlight reel." That's fine, guys. Yeah, I get it. Watching some guy go through his collection, it's not going to be the best of the best, but the highlight reel is going to be pretty cool, right? It's just going to be everything, well, that I feel is a good highlight. Maybe not you guys. So Days Gone. Yeah, I remember they sealed this so good, but the main reason I won, Days Gone is such a good game. Man, and no Days Gone 2. Can you believe that? No sequel. That's just, check out this. Check this out. Is that not the coolest statue? The bike, zombie. Oh, come on, man. Oh, I love it. This is amazing. I love my collection. I'm glad I bought the stuff that I did at the time. One of my regrets that I don't have, I didn't buy it and I was banking that it would be, oversaturated and come down in price, was The Witcher 3. Oh, man. I missed out on that one. I know a buddy that has that. Try to get it off of him. Like, hey, you can sell me that Witcher 3, but not at the eBay price. Give me a deal on that. Only one person I know has that. His name is Brady. Hope it's okay to say people's names on here. I don't know how all that works, but it's not like I'm saying their last name or nothing. All right, let's do this. I want to see what this other box is. Yeah, I like the VR, man. PSVR, they got me in. I got the Oculus. Yeah, it's a Quest 2. I didn't get the Quest 3 yet, but I'm still debating it. Probably not. This is just, I love these boxes. The Super Mario All-Stars that was a good one, guys. Mario All-Stars, Super Nintendo days. Let's see what we're going to pull out in this other box here now. Let's see what it is. Let's see if something. Just marked video games. All right. Let's do it. Oh, wow. Here is a jumbled box of, here we go. Hold on. Let's see if I can do it with all one file. Some 3DS games. Yeah, here we go. Yeah, and DS games. So we got a little bit of everything. And Halo. I don't know. I must have bought that somewhere, probably for $1 or $2, and just stuck it in this box. So let's go. Anyone 3DS fans? Are you gonna organize what's on display? Oh, I'm definitely gonna organize and put it on display. I just need to figure out the best way to do that. Man, I love the 3DS. I thought that was such a cool technology, man. It was all in 3D. I had a buddy. I didn't know. I guess I should have known, but he only had one working eye. I worked with him at this, like, I don't know, 23, 24 years old. And I said, hey, did you check out this 3DS? And he's like, no. It's just like, oh, you need to see it. It's actually in 3D. He's like, oh, I can't see 3D. I only got one eye. And I was like, no, it's not that kind of technology. You don't need glasses. It's just you don't need. And no, if you got one working eye, you still cannot play the. You can't see the 3D in 3DS. I guess I should have known that, but I thought about this big, giving him confidence that, hey, you don't need any. You just look at it. But no, it still uses two working eyes. So I felt kind of bad on that one. He was a gamer though. He was my friend. So no harm, no foul. Now, some of these games are, Ghost Recon, Super. These were great games. Look at that the new Super. This was great in 3D. A lot of these, I love how they redid some of the old ones. I don't know if you guys ever did the like Excite Bike on the NES. They brought it back on the 3DS in 3D. Paper Mario. Just because of the 3D, I loved it. I never cared for that 2DS. Just because it just took away from the 3D. It made it. Why do I have two copies of? I don't know. It's another good seller here. Definitely regular DS. Now that was cool. That was one of the coolest things that you could do on the DS here. Is how you can just draw and do whatever you want. Harvest Moon. That was one of the games that my wife actually got into. Yeah, she don't really game hardly at all. She liked Roller Coaster Tycoon. She liked The Sims and Harvest Moon. But no, I'd kick her butt in some Street Fighter, Mortal Kombat. She would definitely. No, I was like, oh, Super Mario 3D Land. That was wonderful, but the game is going to be somewhere else. Jeez, really need to organize this a little better, huh? Oh, actually, hold on. We got the Amiibo. I do collect Amiibos. I forgot. I do get some Amiibos that are really cool, and I don't. I try not to open them up because I think some of these are pretty cool. I don't have a lot. I probably got maybe 6 or 7 of them, if that. Let's get out some more of these. Oh, when they made that Pilot Rings Resort, it was fun. It's in 3D, but something about that Super Nintendo one. That was actually, I like that. Mario Kart 7. I tried before 8. Ain't that crazy? Mario Kart 7 on the 3DS, and then Mario Kart 8 on the Switch. Oh, the first Switch, anyway. Pokemon. My kids more. I tried to, I play Pokemon. I've never beat a Pokemon. I get around where I'm just training and wanting to build levels, get a nice Pidgeot up level, but I don't really get too far in them. I get too distracted. That was good. Phantom Hourglass, Zelda series. That was a great one. Worms. Yeah. Boy, now this is definitely for my son. Me, I'm not a big, didn't really get into that one at all. Oh, that's right. The DS with the, remember that little demo they gave you? The little free demo of Metroid Hunters? I think it's still in there. It might be. I don't know. My DS isn't in here, but I probably put the game somewhere else. I still got the stylus. Oh, no. Here it is. Oh, the game. I got to put the game in there. Definitely needs to go in there. It's somewhere. That means I got probably a bag of DS games or something thrown around somewhere. Let's do this. Let's get down over here. This is a Word Coach. These were actually pretty fun. I like these, the coaching type game. Pokemon Black. There you go. Man, that was a great one. Now, I try to get some Castlevania limited editions, but some of those are truly limited editions. There's like 500 of them or something made. Hard to get. Man, wasn't that just an amazing game? I actually got Bravely Deep, the Flying Fairy version on the Switch 2. I got that one. Haven't had time to play it, though. These were fun. Yeah, these are the fishing game. Anything in 3D, I was a sucker for. I'm telling you, you put it in 3D, and I'd probably end up buying. That was really good. Shinobi. I like that one. Oh, I got a mystery game. Let's see. It is. Well, apparently it's The Biggest Loser, and the Mario Kart Wii. Okay, here we go. I hate games like this with no art. It just drives me nuts. I gotta fix that. I'll probably end up buying one with that. Now I did take this one out of the box, as you can see, because I really wanted Ryu and Smash Brothers. I got him up to level 50. Oh hey, look at that. My the original PSP. You guys remember the PSPs? Dark Soul. I do got some Dark Souls. I got one Dark Soul. It was a collector's edition, but it just came with an art book. Nothing too fancy. But man, the PSP, man, when that came out, I actually won this from a contest. I worked at a place called Game Crazy, and if you guys knew, there was Hollywood Video. They had a store in a store. Game Crazy did pretty well, but Hollywood Video just kind of went, it was a video store. So of course they went out of business and then took them with it. But yeah, we had a contest who can pre-order the most PSPs. And when we did that, I'm not going to get in trouble now for it, but there was I worked at Game Crazy, and a buddy of mine knew a guy that run a mom and paw store, and they weren't getting any pre-orders. Like they didn't qualify to get pre-orders. And so he said, "Hey, is there any way we can just go ahead and pre-order? They're not going to make a profit, but can we just pre-order like 15 of these for them so they'll have something to do?" And I was like, "Well, you only can pre-order one per person, and so you'd have to make a bunch of different accounts, like different names, and then he would have to pay for them all." And he said, "Yeah, we'll do that." And I left, right? And I remember coming back, and I worked with a buddy named Steve as well. I come back, and they had they created these fake names, but they used stuff like instead of Brad Pitt, they would put Brad Armpit, and they just made fun of so many famous names as their pre-order. And oh man, but it gave me all the pre-orders that out of the 16 stores. Of course, I had the most pre-orders that day, or in that, and it was a fun time. Megamind, yeah. Hey, Megamind, that's a fun one. Man, you know what? You see this RC? It's in here, by the way. A PlayStation game, one PlayStation, and I bought this when Game Crazy introduced. If we don't have it, a store probably does, and you can just pay a shipping fee, and they would find the game. And I really been wanting this game, and I remember buying it. It was only $3, and I paid like $5 shipping. Got it for $8, but I loved it just because I always wanted to play. Have a remote control helicopter. It was pretty realistic. More Amiibos out of the box because I wanted to use it so I can cheat or enhance my gameplay. You have to get Kent. If you get Ryu, you have to get Kent, right? That's the rule. What else is this? Zelda Amiibo. Yep. I'll probably have a small Amiibo. I don't know what I'll do. That was too cool. That was too cool. Any I don't know if you got anybody got Amiibo in their collection, man. Oh, look at this one. I love this one. The Ridley. Oh man, it was great. Love the Ridley ones. I got a couple more in here. Let's see. Here's a loose Kirby. Yeah. Oh yeah. This one. This was actually, man, I actually had two of these, and they started going up in price. I don't know what they are now. A sealed version of something like this. This is the Fire Emblem, and Celica. But yeah, they were going for a pretty penny back in the day. I don't know what they would go for now. Not that I'd sell it. It's the only one I got. I'm just curious on some of this stuff of what it's worth now versus what it was back then. Oh yeah, this game, man, it was. No, I'm playing. I didn't even play. I probably bought this in a bundle. Probably bought it in a bundle. Didn't even realize it. My favorite Amiibo all time, and it's the last one in the box. Last thing in the box. Oh man, when I saw that massive size Amiibo. I had to get it. This is the very first. I know they made another print of them, but this is the original print, the original one. Not taking that out. Just alone, just that right there. That's all you need to do. Instant setup for something really cool in your collection, man. I didn't realize I had that many Amiibos. That's pretty cool. I forgot about that Ridley one. It was really nice. I do got a couple more. Like since I do, I got the Xbox Series X, PS5, the Switch 2. But I've been buying some more Amiibos that I still have. I got that when I bought Metroid Dread. Remember the robot and the Samus that came out? I bought that little set. All right. I need a better system here to go. There ain't no way I'm going to go through all this tonight, guys. So we're going to most likely have another stream. I got to work tomorrow, but don't worry. I'm still going to be here for a while. Oh, goodness. But part of this is just so I can organize it. I mean, that's the whole point of getting it out, going through it, figuring out what is what. So anyway, let's go ahead and see if we can grab another. Now, I remember kind of if you guys see my sneak peek video, I had this wire one. I'm pretty sure they're nothing but wires, but I'm going to double check here. I'm not going to pull out a bunch of wires and bore everybody. Yeah, this is my Xbox 360 adapters and stuff like that. So don't worry about that one. Let's see. Let's get another one out here. Now, some of these I like. Here, this was marked Video Games. It's another Taco Bell box. I'm guessing it's going to go this way. I guess I should have brought a. I didn't think these were still solidly. Let me grab a knife real quick. All right. Anyway, yeah. Was that a no-no in the streaming world? Never leave your stream. Anyway, I just want to see. Let's see what we got. This must have been sealed for a while. I have no idea what's going to be in this one. Still can't even really make it out. Oh, definitely a bunch of jumbled. Oh, it's definitely a mixture of games. Wow. Gosh, I got some organizing to do, guys. But anyway, let's do this. See if we can hold that up. Look at that NES, some 360, all kinds of stuff in here. So, surprised I have the box in that. That's pretty cool. I don't have too many boxes for the NES. That's a complete too, man. You can see the game, the manual. Man, one of the best Batman. If you had an NES, you played Double Dribble. I know you did. Who's your channel? Clip from a larger. Let's see. Who is this? Okay. Let's see. All right. I don't know what that's all about. Oh, somebody on Kick. All right. Noted. I think it's more of a personal message there. Let's do this. What else we got here? Come on. That's it. Get my GameCube controllers. Yeah. I got quite a few of these GameCube controllers. I mean, so many bundles that I bought back in the day. I did anyway. Let's see. We got some superchargers. Yeah, we got the Skylanders and stuff. And a little rock. I remember when Toys R Us was going out of business, and they had these constantly marked down. Constantly. I just bought so many Skylanders as well. Do this. I was hoping it'd be like a huge slab again. There's a little bit of another Amiibo. I just got these things everywhere. Another Amiibo. Didn't I already have this one? The cloud one? I did. Why do I got two clouds? All right. Well, you know what? That's more to sell. Good. More dupes. Yeah, the orange one's not too bad. I just prefer the gray one, the original look of them. All right, let's do this. Some 360 games here, man. We're got went from Nintendo this. Some of these boxes are like that, though. Like I said, I bought collections. Red Faction. Let's see. I'm sure we got some 360 fans in here. Oh, yeah. Okay, yeah, I think you're right. I think you're right, Quanimon. It could be a bot. I'm not for sure. Oblivion, Skyrim. Jeez, I have that on every. I don't know how many platforms I have that on. I don't know why I keep buying it. To be honest with you. Now I did not buy it on Switch 2 though. Sorry, listen, I'm done with Skyrim. Just come out with 6 already. Now, I remember buying this game specifically at a yard sale for $3 because they're very hard to come by. It was the last college football game that got released. Let's see. And the Wii Fit. Got some more Nintendo games here. Check this out. We got RoboCop and RoboCop 2. NES in the box. Pretty cool. I probably won't keep my boxes, to be honest with you. Like, I'm not really much of a box person. I know some people are, but hey, I'll just sell this for a quick sell. Make someone happy, give them a good deal. They can have it. I got Dick Tracy. I love RoboCop, the actual game, though, on Nintendo. George Foreman's boxing. All right. And there's a few Super Nintendo. Okay, whatever. I remember this. I bought a lot off somebody, but they weren't real copies of that. Look, yeah, I got 2 Earthbounds, and now these are. You can tell almost when you pick them up, you can feel that they're not real copy, like the actual copy of Earthbound. Put those aside. Get rid of those. Of course, I bought it. Then I figured it out after. I think I got them for $5 a piece, something like that. But I don't know if they knew or not. But I didn't know until I got too late. This is an old school one, 5200 Super Breakout. Man, I'm just going all across kinds of generations. Let's see what else we got here. Just a few wires and a couple more Skylanders in here. And I really can't wait to get my Nintendo box or Super Nintendo box, my PlayStation box. I don't know where it's gonna pop up, but it will. It will, guys. All right, let's grab another one here. Let's see what this is. I don't even know sometimes if I can move this stuff, get it out. I'm trying to get a box that's actually not, filled with random stuff. I'd like to get a nice solid box that has a bunch of good stuff in it, I'm trying to see if I can guess. Like, probably this box would be one, but I'm not going to dig through that. So I guess we're just going to slowly work through it, guys. Let's see. If this is going to be a skipper, if it's wires or what. Let me see something. This is just more of memorabilia. Like, I like magazines, This isn't really worth going through, but there's only a couple good things in here. It's just that this is more like decorative stuff, like Nintendo Power magazine, Street Fighter handheld, just little stuff like that I enjoy. A Street Fighter handheld was actually given to me by my sister. I don't know, a long time ago. Let's get another collector's edition here. Mafia 3. You know what's really cool about the Mafia 3 edition here? It's a big box. And the reason why that is because they actually put vinyl records in this thing. All kinds of vinyl records are in here. Or there's the book, but yeah, it's just a big record set. Looks really cool too. I never really opened them or anything. I do display my collector's edition, but I don't really use them. I try to keep it as sealed much as I can. But yeah, there's definitely the actual record set in this Mafia edition. That was the main reason I wanted that. When I found out there's full albums in here from the old day. Well, I guess they still do have records getting posted out here. This is just the game, DJ Hero 2. Like that. I had somebody use it, and then when they returned it, they didn't package it right, so it's not really in there. But DJ Hero 2, I don't know if you guys ever played DJ. Like after Guitar Hero, they made a DJ version, basically, right? Not by the same people or nothing, but could have been. I don't know, but wasn't nowhere near as good as Guitar Hero. All right. I think we got some games in here. Let's go ahead and put this right here. All right. Now, I don't have Game Informers. I did have quite a few Game Informer magazines, but kept hauling them around. There were so many different magazines that I had, and I just decided to just stick with one, and I went with Electronic Gaming Monthly. That's all I had, Electronic Gaming Monthly. All right, well, this is going to be just some other stuff. Now, I remember when this came out, I was working actually at GameStop, and I sold every single one of these, man, these Oblivion strategy guides that day. When they came out, every time someone came in, I was able to convince them. Now, this was pretty cool. Remember the Xbox 360? And they had the HD DVD kit. Remember that? Where you can play. I got about 50 HD DVD movies somewhere buried in here. And with Kong, of course, we all know Blu-ray end up beating them on there. This is just some Xbox stuff, just some other stuff just thrown in here. Let's see. It's a lot of wires again, man. I really should. I guess went through this my first streaming to make sure I was actually going to grab some boxes. But to be honest, I just didn't know what I was going to have in here and what I don't have in here. Here we go. Let's see the a Nintendo DS. I try to keep all my boxes for everything. I even got a special controller, that Street Fighter controller. I don't know if you guys remember when that all came out. It was pretty cool. It's a pretty cool controller. It came with it. Other than that, we just got mainly more wires. Because a lot of these systems, they got a lot of wires in there. More Skylanders too. And I'm not even really that big of a Skylander fan. I remember when they just went dirt cheap, like $1 or $2 on Toys R Us, and I just picked them all up. Let's see. Let's see what's in here. Let's get through these. These are some of the magazines. I don't really want to go through my magazines, guys. I'm sure you don't want me to go through that too, but let me just put these down. But they're old magazines. Mainly like this. Remember reading these back in the day? That was our internet back in the day, man. They'd come out, I'd go straight to the bookshelf. They had Game Pro, EGM. I tried to find them all and get as much information as I could. Anytime my mom went to the grocery store, I'd go straight to the magazine racks. All right, let's get. I got a bunch of boxes, so I'm just moving these boxes. They're just magazine boxes. I don't know how many magazines I got, but they're fun to kind of just flip through. This is wow. All right. Now this is a system that I bought for my son. You're gonna laugh because it's not really a gaming system, but it was something to introduce. I don't know if y'all remember this. Remember the VTech? It was the game, a console for kids. I don't know if any of y'all ever had that, but it's pretty cool. Seeing my kid play a game and beat it and stuff. Why do I got an Xbox One controller? I can actually use that right now. Jesus, all those drift sticks going on drives me nuts. Let's see this that's my. I'll put this back in here though. Other than that, that's all that pretty much. This is more of his box, but more Skylanders are in here, man. I'm already getting tired of seeing Skylanders. Jeez, let's just get some games. All right. You know, I know when people got this is the Genesis 2, came with Sonic 2, and you guys probably had the Genesis when it came out, and Sonic the Hedgehog, but I got the Genesis when it had Altered Beast in it. And I don't know, back in the day, arcades were so fun. And seeing that arcade come to your home, my PS2 box, was just really cool. So I've actually always preferred the Altered Beast pack-in over Sonic. And a lot of people are going to say I'm nuts over that. I guess it was just that time frame. I loved... Man, this better not be more magazines. Looks like it is. See. Yep. More magazines. I can tell by the weight. I didn't realize I had this many magazines, guys. But as you can see, I still haven't even. You probably don't even know what I'm chunking down. You know all the stuff that I got in here. Yeah. Let's do this. There we go. Move this out. And do you guys ever play the Guitar Heroes? A lot of people did. Guitar Hero. I absolutely loved the Guitar Hero. Got the Guitar Hero 2. And the Guitar Hero 3. I loved it. I loved all the music that came with it. Ended up getting my the wireless guitar. Easy. Stuff fell out on me. There you go. There you go. I'll fix that later. Yeah, the wireless guitar was actually pretty fun, just because there's no cords or anything like that. All right. Let's see what this is. Now, I saw this earlier when I was carrying this in. I was so curious why that person's name was written on my box. I'm thinking, is this even my box? Did I find some, accidentally pack up someone else's box? Anyway. Oh, okay. Now we did get some old school systems in here. That's what these are. All right, here we go. It's not a big box, but here. Look. Anyone old enough in here to remember this? Jeez, oh, some of these are really, really old. I'm hoping they all still work, man. I'll get them to work. Look at that. Volley BB1. All right, let's go ahead. I'm just going to put this right here. There's a couple other systems in here. That's pretty cool that you guys might remember. I have a Game Boy game, but also Sega Star Trek. That's pretty cool. This is another Atari 5200 game. Look at this. That's pretty cool. This is it's not the Atari 2600. This is a Telle-Games. Telle-Games. I do have a 2600, but that's not it. That's not it. And then this big monstrous machine that puts the PS3 to shame because it's so massive. I don't know if I can get this out, guys. Let's see. Get some of this. This is a massive Atari 5200, man. These things were so huge. I remember my Uncle Johnny had one of these. I'd go down to his house. And his cousins, well, my cousins, his sons, were really good at the games. And oh my gosh, they had what? I remember two of them that were boxing and bowling. And they would wipe the floor with me in those games. But I thought the 5200 was so cool because my other aunts and uncles had 2600. Anytime I got to go to his house, like, hey, can we play 5200? It was pretty fun. The Xbox. That's where it all started. Now I don't know. Xbox gets a lot of hate nowadays, man. I don't know why. I love the Game Pass. I love their graphics. They're doing everything. I don't know, that's something that I like in here. This is one of my many of my Skylander editions. Oh my gosh, look at those guys. So many Skylanders. I'm not going to go through all these. I don't think you guys would want me to anyway. It's terrible. Well, Skylanders is actually fun to collect. But it's also fun to just the way they did it, the way they would swap it all out, play that, play this. This is just more Skylander stuff that I had, like the, this is like the portals, everything that goes with it. There's another box of actual Skylanders, and I do have as well. This, another PS3. This actually goes. This was, when you see these two, I know you guys probably who saw my picture, this actually was a slip-on for this one. So it's not like I had two systems that day, but this one was inside, that box was inside that slip. And yeah, I do still have this somewhere, LCD PS1. So remember when the PlayStation, that little tiny PS1 system, what was it? It's about that big, if that. And they made it portable by adding a PS1 screen to it. I remember I got this at Toys R Us. They went on clearance for $20 each. The system and the LCD. I scooped them both up. The Wii. That was a big surprise, wasn't it? After just taking that big downgrade in graphics, went from Gamecube to Wii. But it was pretty fun. Ended up coming out worth it. I loved it. Xbox One X. Yeah, not the Xbox Series X. That always confused me when it comes to Xbox. Let's do that. And the NES Sports Set. That was always that satellite right there. Well, it was wireless. Yeah. The lag is flawless. All right, this is my my Star Wars stuff right here. This is pretty cool. I actually like this. I'll open it up real quick right here. Maybe. Oh, I wonder if I can. I think the way it was. Let's do this. I can't even open this right. Why? There we go. Yeah. Steel case, man. That's a real nice shiny steel. That black and gold just really makes that pop. But the main reason I got this, if I can get it out here, is the statue. Let's see. I think you have to put it together. So we're gonna find out. I don't know. Jeez. It's a Darth Maul character. And this is the whole reason I really wanted this Star Wars. Here, I'll put the little sword in there just so you can see how cool it really is. Or maybe I won't. Yeah, I'm not going to mess with it. Anyway, you got to snap the sword in there. But anyway, just a little statue. That's why I bought it. Let's do this. More collector's editions. Yeah, you saw I did that, right? I put that in there. I need like another person here, kind of hand me stuff, put it away, so we can get the flow going a little better, huh? Oh well, oh well. Halo 3 helmet. Yeah, I think everyone has seen that by now. They definitely made more than they actually needed to, because these things were everywhere. Everybody had a Halo 3 helmet, it seems like. I don't even know if I can open it up, to be honest with you. I remember when I bought this, I also bought, there it is, the game itself as well too. So I had this helmet, which came with the game, but I did not want to open it. Then I found out that it was, let me just like this. That's pretty cool. That is pretty cool. And these things were just had a pretty cool display case right here with the game still in it. And they're still, yeah, completely sealed. Yep. Just because I bought this and the game at the same time. Anyway, when I went to pick it up, there was an up and rising mom and pop store, you know. They were actually doing pretty good. I don't know what happened to them, but when I went to pick this up, I was a little upset because mine was last. Someone went ahead and opened it. And I was like, bro, the whole reason I bought Halo 3 separate with Halo 3 helmets because I didn't want to open it. And luckily, there was a pretty cool worker there who also had a Halo 3 one, and he didn't open his yet, and he planned on to, of course. So he just let me have his, and he took that one. But they couldn't believe I bought Halo 3 twice because I didn't want to open up one of them. This is the Gears of War, man. This is pretty cool. I actually originally gave this to my son, but then he ended up wanting some kind of game, ended up selling this to me for the game instead. So I ended up getting it back from him. Yeah, it's pretty cool. It's a really cool collector's edition set. There's so much stuff in this. Gears of War, man. What a great game. I love that gritty. I liked it more than Halo. Cool little journal in there. I did have all this stuff displayed out. All right, anyway, let's put this back in here. And I'll show you the real cool thing about this. That was, you know, just whatever. Come on. Right here. If I can lift this up here without hurting your hair. Ooh. That was a really cool set. Really cool. Wait a minute. Did I say? I've been saying Gears of War, didn't I? My gosh. I'm a fool. Halo. My goodness. I got that Gears of War sitting right here talking about Gears of War, and I'm like, wait a minute. This ain't Gears of War. Anyway. Diehard gamer. Just Gears of War and Halo and stuff. I actually prefer the Gears of War over the Halo. Anyway. Okay, there's another couple good boxes, I think, coming up here. So let me just grab those. Put this back up later. Get this out of the way here. We got, okay, it's marked video game. That's always a good sign. All right. Here we go. Video games. Oh, this is my, so even though I have these systems, I still enjoy the minis. You know, the minis are always so great. Look at this. The Neo Geo Mini. This had 40 Neo Geo games in this little tiny box. It's crazy how they did that. 2-player. It was pretty cool, actually. This is the TurboGrafx 16 Mini. This was another great one. What I liked about this is it also had PC engines. So, back in the day, you had like Famicom and Nintendo, where you had PC Engine and TurboGrafx-16. You had the Japanese version and you had the American version. So some games we didn't get, and they put a bunch of them on this little thing right there, which is pretty cool. Oh, look at this. It's a sealed copy. I remember buying this, purposely sealed. Final Fantasy. It's the deluxe edition, too. That remake of Final Fantasy VII. I don't even know why that's one that comes in here. There's quite a few games actually in here. Oh, let me get to this other mini real quick. The Genesis Mini. That was also I love the minis. I'm just a sucker for them. Even these little Game & Watch. This is actually pretty cool. The full game's on here. Runs pretty good. I got that one and the Zelda one. Bought them both. Jurassic Park in 3D. I was wondering where that went in my movie collection right now. All right, there's a system in here, but let's get some more of these games out here. We got some PS4 games coming up here, guys. Let's see. We got the Final Fantasy, Agents of Mayhem, Disney's Infinity. Yeah, I tried to like that game, but just wasn't as good. I know that. That's a great game, guys. Mass Effect, Andromeda, Call of Duty Ghost. Got some more. Now these are just regular ones. They're not the actual. And Hope. Oh, I had to get that. That's actually pretty good. Skyrim in the VR, PSVR. I loved playing it in VR. Graphics were great. It was just a blast, man. I don't know. You got to at least try it once. I mean, people that love Skyrim, that they come over to my house and I'll say, "Hey, you ever played it in VR?" Give them a shot at it, and they absolutely love it. They love it. Saints Row. Man, I love Saints Row 1 and 2, but then they started getting a little, I don't know, comical, just not very serious. Everybody's Golf. Let's see. Here's another VR game. That's that Bravo team. Man, now this game, I was looking so forward to this. Evil Within. Played it with a good buddy of mine. And there was so much opportunity where you had a good scare moment and then nothing would happen. I just couldn't get into it. We just thought it was a little short of the Resident Evil series. I know someone from Resident Evil made that game. But Destiny, now I know some of y'all big Destiny fans. I tried to get into it, but it's mainly online, You want to play with a buddy or something. I just couldn't do that. Final Fantasy X and X2. Evil Within is so much better. Agree to disagree. Oh, man. I just thought the puzzles were good. It looked great. I just think they could have done more. And there's that Days Gone, man. Now, that's a good game. Man, this PlayStation VR, this demo disc was actually pretty fun. Not the actual main one that you get, but that demo disc itself. Some demo discs are pretty worth it. No Man's Sky and Far Cry 4 again. Limited edition. We got the Tomb Raider. Man, they keep releasing that game. That's a good game, though. If you never played it, go ahead. I wouldn't spend, like on a newer system where it just got remade. Just go ahead and grab it for $10 on the PS4. It's fun. Let's see. Killzone Shadowfall. I heard a lot about Unity. I have it, as you can see. Never played it, but I heard it was a really good. I love Assassin's Creed. Black Flag was just. I liked Assassin's Creed 3. I liked Black Flag. I loved Valhalla, but this game looked great to me. Never played it. Never played Unity. Bound by Flame. I really hate this art. Just think you like that. And, that was actually a pretty fun one there, guys. Let's see. This is when I tried to get back into Madden. I tried just the short. Oh, I beat this game. That was a fun one. Origins. I just love that whole Egyptian setting. Sucker for the Egyptian settings. Rainbow Six Siege. Oh, the 30th anniversary collection. Yeah, that had a bunch of games on here. Call of Duty Black Ops 10 right there. The system I got in here, though, just trying to get a better look at it. It's I think it's an Xbox One. Yep, that's exactly what it is. An Xbox right there. A white version. I think I got about 3 Xbox Ones, maybe 4. You saw the Xbox One X, then the Xbox One here. I also got the Xbox One S. I think it came out. Let's do this. Let's see if we got some older stuff here. There we go. Oh man. This is some GameCube stuff here. Not N64. We got a little Nintendo box in here. I don't know if y'all can see right there. Fortnite edition. I didn't even know they had a Fortnite edition Xbox. All right. The Madden. The Wii. We play, yeah, just some basic games in here. The Turk on the GameCube, Evolution. I've always loved. I know people don't care for like the later ones or anything like that, but I love the Turok series. Something about hunting dinosaurs, man. It's fun, man. Isn't that Michael Jackson? I love that in the arcade, man. I remember the bowling alleys used to be the thing, and they had arcades in the bowling alley. They had that in there. I would jam out on that. And Bad Dudes. I'm Bad. You remember that stuff. And we got this NBA Street. Remember the Street series? Man, those were so fun to be. Look at that. Got Michael Jordan in that game, man. Anyway, let's put some of these games down here. Why not this cartridge one? What else we got? Another Wii Sports. Let's see. I know I got some. And these, I remember these games right here. Sparkster and Sunset Riders, right? 2 good games. More rare than anything, but Gunslingers, first it's Gunslingers. Sunset Riders, I don't know. It's usually everything's really a little bit better on Super Nintendo because of the graphics, but I kind of enjoyed that one more on the Genesis. Mario 64. Now, the first time I played Mario 64, there was a company called Video Game Exchange, and that's where I met one of my best friends at. Well, at the time, he was just a clerk working at Video Game Exchange. But yeah, he bought, I don't know if he bought it or someone in there bought the Japanese version somehow, and they had it before the American version came out. And I don't know if you guys went from, Super Nintendo or Genesis to 64, and the first time you play that game with that analog in that 3D environment with a 3D person, 3D Mario at that was just an awesome time for gaming. Like everything just changed for the better. You can make any game. It was like playing it for the first time all over again. It was an amazing graphical upgrade that changed the way we play the games. Awesome. Turok was cool. All right. Let's say 64. Wonder if I have the expansion pack. Nope. And then I got a 64. Wonder if I got the expansion pack. The expansion pack. There you go. You can play Perfect Dark. What was that? Was it StarCraft? I can't remember StarCraft. I know Perfect Dark. StarCraft on 64? I don't think it was. I can't remember what. I know Perfect Dark. The GameCube. This was a good one. I remember the GameCube. I thought that was so cheesy, but I actually ended up using it more often than I really thought I would. And then also this one. But you cannot have just one. You got to have more than one. Dual 64s and dual GameCubes. And I definitely got some duplicates I'll be selling. And of course, the Nintendo. This is the little I got definitely several of these Nintendos, man. I'll be selling that one. That's the yellow tint. I think there's a way to get rid of all that stuff. I'm not for sure. Not for sure. And then it's just, controllers. And like I said, my favorite style zap gun, the gray one. Several controllers in there of these Nintendo controllers. There's one more game. Ooh, a GameCube. These are all. I know I got a GameCube box in here somewhere. That's massive, too. A massive library of GameCube games. All right, let's get this out of the way. Now, that was a fun box to go through. I'm just glad I got more duplicates than I thought, though, man, because I know I'm going to be doing this. I did not know my games were at the bottom of this. I thought this was a wire box. So let's just see. This is the Xbox box. I mean, there are so many. I don't know why I would have put them in this big box, but I did. Let me grab this. Let's see. It's a massive box. All right. Okay, let's see. See if we come around. Wanted. We're going to have to really get this organized. Man, the complete edition. I love Midnight Club, man. Such a great game, man. Grand Theft Auto Liberty Cities. Metal Gear Solid. The fourth, I should say. Fallout. Now, this is actually, why do I have this out? This better not be part of my nuclear collection. That looks like the very first Fallout. All right. PlayStation 3. Watchmen. I need to get that art taken care of. The Velvet Assassin. Let's do this. Oh, this is that Demon Souls I was telling you about. There's a collector's edition. Came out. Original soundtrack. A little loose. There's a box in here that's going to have the game, and that should go in it right there. Mercenaries 2. Man, wasn't this an interesting? I don't know if you played Tony Hawk, but if you played this one, it's way different. It's like you're colorizing the whole landscape as you go. It was an interesting spin on it. Just made you want to go everywhere. Lair, man, I remember when that came out. That was like one of the first PS3 games that came out. Remember, you had a dragon, then you can jump off the dragon, and then you can do your fighting on the ground, then jump back on the dragon. That was a good game. I forgot all about that game. Let's see what we got here. We got Kane and Lynch. Those are great. I love these games. The Kane and Lynch ones. Genji, Days of the Blade. A lot of these I'm probably just going to end up selling because that's how bad that no case bothers me on this, man. Quantum Theory. Hot Pursuit. Man, that was such a great Need for Speed. I love the Hot Pursuit series. That was fun. 2 players, couch mode. I'd be couch moding that all the time. We got the Ratchet and Clank. What is that? Soldier of Fortune. Yes, the Stick of Truth. Oh. I don't know. Just something about the original NBA Jam on the arcade. Don't get me wrong. These are fun. These are good, but I just love that arcade version. MotorStorm. That was actually a fun game. I usually don't play those off-road type games, but MotorStorm, that definitely got my attention to play that one. I played this with my kids on this, I do believe. Which one is this? Monster? Maybe not. Maybe I'm thinking of a different game. I think I'm like Monster Squad or something. I don't even recognize that. Mini Ninjas. I remember this. That was actually pretty fun. I don't know if you had a chance to play this. You got a little one of those hidden jewel type games, Put these over here. Man, this is just stacked with games, guys. So we finally got a pretty good box here. Sniper Elite. Man, that was so cool because when you killed somebody and it did that slow motion scene Whether you're right in the head, ripping out their knee, it would just show that bullet mode, the bullet cam. Sniper Elite. I think they made like 4 or 5 of these now, but pretty much, in my opinion, they're all the same thing. There's that Demon Slayers I was telling you about. That's where that special edition, Demon Souls, not Demon Slayers. Yeah, wasn't too big on the limited edition, but that's what we got. What is this one? Storm Rise. Yeah. A Doom 3 BFG edition. Doom 3 was actually pretty fun. Yep. This was actually a little underrated title. It's called Wet, but it was actually pretty good graphics. I mean, you can pop that in right now and still appreciate that game. Splatterhouse, you know, it was all right in my opinion. I just the original TurboGrafx 16 version, that was great. Loved it. Conflict Denied. Oh, Turning Point. I remember this. That was a good game. I think that's one where you start off where you're on the rafters, and all of a sudden there's this big takeover. All of a sudden coming out of nowhere. It's pretty Rage. That got mixed reviews, I guess. Most people liked it, but some people just really did not like it at all. Resistance 2, Grand Theft Auto 5. I don't know how many copies of this I got on there. I know I had Grand Theft Auto 4s, but I also got a few of these too. Modern Warfare 2. All right. Break out some more here. The Burrow. Ooh, White Knight Chronicles. Right there, man. That's a good one. That's a really good game. A lot of people don't probably know about that one. Dark Kingdom. That was back in the day when PS3 like first came out. One of the good. It's a great action RPG. What do we got? More PS3, the Black Ops series. That was a man when Star Wars Force Unleashed. When that first came out, man, wasn't that just amazing? I mean, you have to like Star Wars. You just like video games. Trust me, you're gonna like that game. Splinter Cell Conviction. Splinter Cell Double Agent. Splinter Cell games were always fun to play. Never did the online though. Stuntman Ignition. You know, I got that game. It's pretty good. But I got it mainly because the Burnout 3, when that came out, Burnout Revenge, that was such a great game. And then Burnout Paradise. I know a lot of people like Paradise, but I love the crashes in Burnout 3. Revenge, such a great game. Tekken 6, man, I can't believe Tekken 6, PS3 series. I remember when it first came out at the movie theaters. Tekken was a pretty good game. Let's see. Oh, here's a good one right here, guys. My South Park helping keeping my cartridges a little on the safe side. And don't worry, yeah, I got the full collection. I got all 4 of them. Yeah, those are old. That's when that first came out, man. All right, let's do this. Gamefly. God of War 3. Well, where's my case? Maybe it's one I never returned. I don't know. Sniper Elite 3. World of Tanks 360. I never got into World of Tanks. I know a lot of people do, but not me. Not me at all. Let me just start coming down here a little bit. All right, here we go. Now that, Two Worlds. All right. Now, this is Two Worlds 2. And then here's Two Worlds. I know a lot of people complained about the acting, the voice acting, but I thought that was actually pretty fun games. I really enjoyed the Two World series. That game was amazing. A really good action game. John Woo Presents. I mean, so much action in that game. If you never played that one, that's another one you missed out on. If you like action games, you'll definitely enjoy that. Let's do this here. We got the Street Fighter series, Star Wars Force. Yeah. What's this one? Another no case one. Time Shift. Boo. Not the game, just the no case. Too Human. Yeah. Turok on 360 again. Oh, I don't think I've ever played a bad Turok, believe it or not. Now Turok 2, I don't know. I was a little back and forth with that one, but I still liked it. Yeah, Lego games, man. You can get those things so cheap digitally. Sports Channel. That was pretty good. I came out with that the move. That's what. Remember that little set I had up there? I had earlier. It was fun because you actually got to do the move the way it was intended. Here we go. God of War Saga, all 5 full games, and then God of War Ascension, God of War Collection. God of War is a great series, man. If you're one of those people that only like, Nintendo or Xbox and Sony, like if you miss out, or if you just don't want to play another entire company's gaming, you're just missing out on some good games. I'm telling you. Resistance, that was always fun. That was a little arcadey for me. I didn't even get into it too much. I tried, but I don't know. It just didn't feel like a regular Resident Evil. And then the Operation Raccoon. Here we go. Come on. That was really good. Red Dead Redemption. Great game. Pretty fun. I mean, no, Red Redemption 2 is way better, of course, but the Jacks, remember the Jacks and Daxters? Those were pretty good. HD, Iron Man. Haze, I know, listen. I'm telling you, some of these games will sneak up on you. They're actually pretty fun. Again, people say, oh, that was a bust. I enjoyed it. Another Grand Theft Auto 4. What else we got in here? Quite a few games left in here. Look at that. That's the Chronicles of Riddick. Another Skyrim. I told you I had so many Skyrims on here, man. Better with Kinect. Now, I never did try to play the Kinect with Skyrim at all. Got it. Let's do this. The PS3. Remember that game I just talked about? Yeah. You had to buy it twice. That's how good that game is. So many duplicates. Unreal Tournament. Man, this is a great series. Naughty Dog makes these all the time. Uncharted. How many got? I think got Uncharted 4, and then I think a couple on the PSP. Oh, great. I love the Uncharted series. There's the DJ Hero that goes with that. I have DJ Hero 1 and 2. Cabela's Outdoor. BioShock 2. I know some people love the BioShock series. I tried to like it. I really did. I just, I don't know. Just couldn't get into it. Maybe it's because I missed it too long. I just recently tried it again this year. And I don't know. I just couldn't. I think I got about 3 hours worth of time in it. Couldn't get into the BioShock. My son couldn't believe it. That's like his favorite game of all time. And I'm like, sorry. Vampire Rain and Viking. Condemned 2, Bloodshot. That's one of those scary type horror games. Some cheap scares in there. The Club. That's the card game. Right? The Club. Open that up. Oh, maybe not. Oh my gosh. Apparently I bought this thing from, I bought it from GameStop, but someone got it traded it in from Blockbuster. That's great. Blockbuster game. I didn't know Blockbuster was around in the PS3 era. Let's see, we got Bionic Commando. So many games in here, I'm telling you. Battlefield 3. Army of 2. Another Army of 2. Oh, that was the 40-day one. This is the regular one. Army of 2 is a great games. I definitely love the Army of 2 series. And Alpha Protocol. New Vegas on the PS3. I still haven't even played that. I love Fallout 4. I'm always told, hey, you got to play that Vegas. But I mean, I played a little bit. Just never played it long enough to really stay tuned in it. Let's see. We got... Yeah, these are... hold on. Let me get this one. Hold on. Here we go. Look, that's Harry Potter. Yeah. And then we got Disney Infinity. But Split Second. Man, remember that racing game? That was a really good game. I'm pretty sure Disney made that game, believe it or not. And it was really good. It was just very action-packed. You can change when you're going around, you can like have a plane get blown up or a building blow up. So you'd be driving. You do something to trigger just to alter the course. So the second lap, it's going to be different than the third lap. Just made it pretty fun. Genesis Collections. I love collections. And Saints Row. Third. Almost done with the PS3 game. I don't think there's any more 360 games in here. Probably not. We got, oh no, there is actually a couple. All right, Overlord 2, Storm Rise, no case, boo. Front Mission Evolved, that's actually a pretty fun one. The Eye of Judgment. Now that came with the eye camera. When you bought this, and you had a little pad, and the camera would be right above, and it was like a card playing game, and your monsters would come to life on the screen. Anyway, it was pretty cool. Into War, Eat Lead. Ooh, Dead Space. Now that was a good one. I don't know if you guys ever played that or not, but Dead Space, that was a fun one. Definitely a fun one. What else we got? Pre-owned. It doesn't even say. Oh, Dark Void. That wasn't too bad. That's with the jetpack. You know what this one is. Oh, Dead Island for the PS3. I'm selling that one since I already got it. And 3 more 360 games. Left 4 Dead. Another Grand Theft Auto 5. Oh, and Warhawk. And these are actually, that's a pretty good selection right there, man. You got the Warhawk, Left 4 Dead, and another Grand Theft. Now, the rest of these are going to be the Wii U games. Yeah, I bought the Wii U, and I actually enjoyed it. I know, 13 million units sold, if that. Yeah, that was that little collector. I waited for that to finally come down in price. Got this at Best Buy for $20, man. Pretty good deal on that one. Now, my daughter loves the Just Dance series. So 2016, 15, 2017. But man, Mario Kart 8. That's where it originally came out on. It was pretty good, wasn't it? Yeah, it was good because it stayed on the Switch forever. Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. Yeah. Now, a lot of these games I got, there's that Skylanders, are back on, Switch 2, of course, or Switch, not Switch 2. Zombie U, Mario Party 10. Ooh, the Twilight Princess HD. Nice one. I need to play that one again, actually. I never did beat that one. Mario Maker, Wii U. That was fun. The Nintendo Land. That was so great, man, wasn't it? Nintendo Land. I can't remember if that was the pack-in or not, or you had to buy that. I want to say it was a pack-in, but I'm not remembering correctly on that one. Let's see, Mighty Number 2. That's still a sealed copy of that one. That's nice. Kind of like Mega Man, like a little rip-off version of Mega Man. In Quest for Cool Stuff. This is the last of the Wii U game. James Bond Legends. Assassin's Creed 3. Black Ops 2. Yep, on the Wii U. Oh, yeah, the Ultimate Edition of Malta. This is actually pretty good on the Wii U. I love that little extra screen you get, man. That's what made that great. Pikmin 3. Smash Brothers on Wii U. Tank. That was fun. I remember playing the multiplayer mode on that. That's a good one. And then finally, Xenoblades. That was a good one. All right. Let's go ahead. Oh, my goodness. All right. Let's go see if we can just start. If I can. Hold on one second. I'm going to move this over just a little bit. Oh, my gosh. So much stuff left, guys. So much stuff. Gravy. All right. Well, let's move this out of the way. Curious on these other boxes in here, though. I can just get to them. Let's see something. I think I can. Let's do this. That's my. Well, I don't have my systems in the box. I got those packaged somewhere else. This one I'll keep wear and tear on the box. Taking them in, taking them out. Let's do this. This is another collector's edition I got. A Wolfenstein 2. All right. And the reason I got this one, it was pretty cool. Because of that. The action figure. Look at that. That's so cool. I loved it. I wonder if I can, because it had a bunch of, when you opened it up, let's see, even though it's just showing that, but it actually had the whole the steel case. Come on. And then like the accessories for your character. I thought that was pretty neat. All right, anyway, let's do this. Put this back in here. That was a good game too, though. New Colossus came out on quite a few systems there. Do this. Yep, that was that slim PS2. I remember I was working at Game Crazy. Customer comes in, buys it, takes it out of the box, says you can keep the box. He got the adapter, you know, the power stuff, the controller in the bag, and then he took the system and he puts it in his pocket just to show how tiny that thing was. Now he was like a skater, so he had those big pockets in there, but still it was pretty funny. And the Wii. There's a few accessories in here, like the base, you know, the little attachments. I can hear them in there. I'm not going to take all that out, though. But the system itself, again, not going to be here. Let me break out this one. This is a really good collector's edition here. This is the Order, 1886. I remember seeing this before the PS4 was out. I was like, man, that game looks great. And then when I saw the collector's edition, oh man, it was a beaut. Let me get this out like this. Hold on. That's a nice tight fit. Jeez, don't get much tighter than that. I just want you guys to see why this was an amazing one. Okay. The book. That's a little metal. You can pull that out, whatever. But it's like a necklace. That's part of the game. I love when they put the stuff in the game as an actual item in here. Of course, you got the steel. It's like standard now, right? But none of this. This is so cool. Trust me, it's gonna be worth it. It's gonna be worth it. This was a good display here. Boom! Isn't that an awesome scene? Look at this. Breaking the banister, shooting them. Oh, that's such a really cool thing to display, man. That's why I love these collector's editions. Just great, especially that. I just love the way they did it. It just looks, you can tell it's just a great action scene. All right, let me put this back in here. There we go. Carefully and slowly. I'm sure you guys got some collector's editions that are just really cool to you. Just because you probably love the game and seeing some of that game tangible, what makes it really neat, right? Let's do this. And that was such a tight fit. If I can't get this back in here, I'm not gonna fool with it though. All right, no, whatever. We're not gonna. I'll fool with it later. Fool with it later. Let's see what else we got in here. I think this, the Doom. I like the Doom. That was actually a pretty cool one. Where they did this one, I could probably just pop it up just a little bit. The thing about this one is actually, you know, it takes batteries and lights up. We do. It just gonna make me take the whole thing out, isn't it? Yeah. My gosh, I don't know why they do this. Gosh. You know, I said I was gonna probably do this for about till 10 o'clock or something like that. I mean, it's actually wearing me out, guys. It won't last that long. I'll probably just do another stream on next Sunday, finish it up. But I'm not ending it now or anything. I'm just letting you guys know. Doom. There we go. So I just want you to see this statue real quick. All right, hold on. And there it is. Isn't that cool? And there's a little button on here. I don't think it's going to work, of course, because you need batteries in it. And this thing has been, I wonder if I can find it. No, I'm not. I'm not going to be, my memory is going to be not that good. I know it's going to be probably somewhere. Let's see. Everything looks like a button. I'm not going to try to force it. Oh, well. But anyway, a red light's in here. Fan kicks on. It's awesome. I loved it. Loved it a lot. I like it a lot. Oh. Go. Ooh. Man, I am breaking my back doing all this. Let's I think I am going to just go ahead and do one more collector's edition, guys. I'm just going to go ahead and call it. All right. And it's going to be the God of War one. Right here. This was actually a pretty cool one as well. Let's do this. This was actually pretty dope. I liked it a lot. More steel case, you know the spill. Let's see if I can again. Oh my gosh. Get these tighter and tighter. There's just no room. I guess I need to. How did I open this? There we go. It'll be worth it. Hold on, guys. It'll be worth it. Oh, look at that. Look at that. Action-packed too, man. Slicing his head off. Sun. Arrow right through the head. Dude, that is just awesome. People not, there's other little trinkets and stuff in there, but mainly, of course, I bought it just for this statue. All alone. Just came with everything else. All right. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and start calling this a wrap, guys. One moment. And I'll continue this next Sunday. I'll make a little highlight reel. I know me going back and forth isn't exactly a fun thing to watch, but anyway, that's all it is. As you can see, I still got another good slew of games to go through. So, but with that being said, thanks for everyone stopping by. I'm going to go ahead and end the stream. And if you guys want to come back, I'll make sure I do a highlight reel tomorrow. You'll probably be able to see more of the stuff more at the time. I could probably crunch everything in probably about 5 minutes, just a quick recap of everything. All right, anyway, I don't know if I'm going to do all this again in another day, so I'll probably go on December 21st and probably 20th, just Sundays. I know streamers are supposed to go, 5-6 days a week, 8 hours a day. Yeah, I'm not one of those people. I'm just a guy with the collection, showing it off to anyone who's interested. But all right, I'm going to go and end this, and I'll see you guys next Sunday. Take care. Bye. Keep the game on.